My name is Doug Yeager with Hoglund Bus Company, a division of North Central International LLC. We have 22 locations to serve you and help you keep these buses rolling. We have this new next-gen bus with the Premier Dash. Want to take a few minutes and explain some of the things that it can do for you and show you an actual demonstration on how we can move things around or play with the gauges. Or you can go back to the original default settings. This particular bus has lane departure. It also has collision mitigation. So it has a radar up there, and it has a camera up there and a radar up front. So there's another menu on the gauge, and I'll get to that in just a second. When I turn my key on, I can see my battery voltage is up in the right or left hand corner, and I can see my miles per hour up in the right hand corner. So first thing I'm going to do is take my OK button, and I'm going to move it over to trip. This will show me what my trips are. I'm going to hit the OK button. I'm going to come down. My average mileage was 9.7. I went 295 miles. 726 miles on this trip, I'm sorry, 18 hours, and my mileage was 9.7. I can go to trip 2. This is where, if you track engine hours, you can get your engine hours right from here. Just go into the trip and keep coming down, arrow the button down, and you'll get your engine hours. This is the engine hours that are logged on this engine. Idle time, and then I can come back up, or I can hit the return button and it takes me back to where I started. Now I'm going to go over to arrow the button over to the right. Gauges, there's not a lot you can do in there. We're going to go to alerts. If you have an alert and a code, if there's a body controller code, it'll show up under vehicle. If it was an engine code, it would be in the engine. It would have the code there, and all I need to do is push OK. Right now it's going to tell me that there's no alerts in this category, meaning that there's no codes. If I had a code, it would tell me what the SPN and FMI are. That helps me help you find out what's going on. This vehicle is also loaded with an N2 telematics, and what that does is it transmits the codes to Navstar. So the codes are handy to you, but more than anything, the OCC, on command connection, and the N2, we can see those codes wherever we are. I can log into the service portal, I can bring up your VIN number, and I can see what's been transmitted and what's going on with this unit. But getting back to the dash, this is where you would find your alerts. I'm going to hit my arrow back, takes me back to home. We went into the alerts, setup, display setting, gauge view, and then you can reset if you wanted to reset. If I wanted to go back to factory resets. So that's our gauges. This is your transmission. There's not a lot you can do in the transmission. And this is my lane departure. This is where you'd want to set it when you're driving down the vehicle, when you're driving with this vehicle. It's really a handy tool. It'll give you your miles per hour that I'm traveling, and it'll give you the miles per hour that the vehicle in front of you is traveling. With the adaptive cruise, it'll keep your distance safe enough, it'll actually slow you down. If you get too close to the vehicle in front of you, it'll either stop the accelerator or it'll start to slow the vehicle. Going back to our setup, we can go into the display setting. I can change the display black light, I can change the unit of measure from metric to standard, or I can change the language. Go back one. Gauge setting view. And I'm going to go into the top corner gauges. I'm going to hit OK. On the left corner, right now I have the battery voltage set there, but I don't want that. I want to go to instant fuel economy. So I'm going to click that. And now it put the instant fuel economy there. I'm going to go back into this. Push my OK button over to the right. It takes me to the right. I don't want miles per hour there. I want my volt gauge up there. So I'm going to come down to my volt gauge. I can hit the OK button, and now I have my mileage, miles per gallon, and my battery voltage there. That's the way I want to keep it. If I wanted to change anything, all you gotta do is hit OK again, and it'll take you back, and you can go. There's no other options I have there at the moment other than these three. Now there are other options that we can do, but I don't want to do it right now. I like it where it's at. So then I'm going to hit my return button. That's going to stay there. I'm going to hit my return button again. It'll take me back to the main menu of the settings, and I'm going to hit return again, and it brings me back to where I'm at. Just a little update, little run through on how to adjust this and play with this little instrument cluster. There's not a lot you can mess up. If nothing else, you don't like what you did, you can come back and you can always go back to factory settings, and it'll take you right to there. Again, my name is Doug Yeager. I'm with Hoglund Bus Company, North Central International, LLC. We have 22 locations to service you. My phone number is 763-350-2597. Please, by all means, give me a call. If I do not answer you, then text me, and I'll return your call as soon as I get a chance to get to a place where I can call you back. Thanks, and I hope this helps.